Wow, what a game. I mean, RCB CSK, I think everyone expected a close encounter, but this was as close as it can get. Kohli putting up a 47 off of 29, Faf taking RCB through into that innings, and then Patidar, Glenn Maxwell, and Green putting in their efforts alongside Karthik as well to put up 218 on the score. And eventually, with CSK wanting to chase down 200, I guess, to qualify, they could not do it. Short by 9 runs. What an incredible performance. But let's quickly go and analyze that. But before that, make sure you leave a like rating, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you follow all of our social media pages for the latest news around cricket, IPL, T20, World Cup, everything that's about to come up. So, bhai, let's begin. Firstly, Virat Kohli and Faf du Plessis, the way they started off right off the bat, I think the first 3 overs they were going around 10 and over, and it was very clear that they had 200 on the minds, and they knew if they accelerated throughout the innings and towards the end left it for the finishers like Cameron Green, Glenn Maxwell to finish it off, they'll get to about 200, 220, 230. But then suddenly the spin just came in with Santner, and then Jadeja, was not as effective, but Tikshana as well. Both of those guys were troubling them. I think both दोनों की economy भी काफी low थी, below 8 runs and over, and that really doubted RCB's target score of 200, because I think anything less than 200 was going to be an easily chaseable target. And one thing to realize was कि भाई अगर RCB 200 बनाती भी है, realistically the target then becomes 186. So you still need quite a lot of runs on the board, and that's exactly what RCB did. Following that, what I would say is the way they've fielded today. I mean, CSK were brilliant in terms of trying to rotate the strike, try and find and punish the bad balls that were happening. When slowly wickets started falling down, you still had the other sort of partnership going on with Ravindra going on, Jadeja as well, Dhoni coming out and doing his part as well. So very crucial, RCB keep taking wickets, and they did that day. That's exactly what was needed today. And credit to Yash Dayal, man. The way he held his nerves towards the end, the way he played, focus, that final over. I mean, when you've got 17 runs on the line in 6 balls, you've got to nail every single ball. And especially when Dhoni hits you off for a six in the first one, you still have to get around it and see what you can do, and taking Dhoni out. And then after that, just bowling a brilliant over, even in those last 3 balls or 4 balls faced by Thakur and Jadeja. And I think RCB can be proud of their performance. They've made it to the playoffs. They don't know who they're going to play. Sunrisers did end up scoring 270 against their bowlers. And I think there are weaknesses in this RCB team, and it's been the momentum that's just carried them through. And you look at the way they've qualified, it's not just the 6 wins that they've had, but also every other result that has gone their way, where one or two results here and there could have changed their destiny, and this match would have not been as important as it was today. One thing to note will be whether this is Dhoni's last IPL or not. I mean, he did say that he wants to finish it off in Chennai, but I think we all realized in 2019, when we can give him a good send-off of the Indian ODI team, that he might just call it a day by the end of this. But he looked very sad as well, so that's a bit of a bummer to see. But the way Kohli reacted on that win was one of the greatest things. I mean, he just makes you fall in love with cricket once again each time you see them. And I think RCB, irrespective of what happens for the rest of the tournament, they can be proud of the way they've come back into this, having won their first or second game and then having lost 7 games in a row. It's an incredible achievement to come back and get into that top four. The road ahead is not very easy. They've got Sunrisers, they've got Rajasthan, and they've got Kolkata. And realistically, when you look at it, they are the weakest side, which is why they've maybe qualified at number 4. But they're the one side that are in form, I guess. Sunrisers have lost a few games on the trot, so have Rajasthan as well. Kolkata look like a very strong side, and they could secure their place in the final in the first qualifier against whoever goes into that second spot by the end of it. But very proud moment for RCB, and they've got a chance to do it once again. They did this back in 2009, 2016, 2019, where they had these winning streaks, but they ended up as runner-ups in the final. So it'll be very interesting to see if they can do one up to this time and actually win the tournament itself. And then, all the means sort of have to stop because of the victory that they've had this time around. But incredible match. I think one of the best matches of the IPL 2024. So very much enjoyed that, every single bit of it. But that's all for us today, guys. There's 2 big games coming up tomorrow with KKR and Rajasthan taking each other on, as well as Sunrisers trying to book their place in the second place of the qualifiers. Well, that's it for us. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time, and then stay safe.